I'm probably like 26. I'm about like 10 years older than Jeffrey.
Okay. Tell the jury, if you will, how well you know Shannon Stillwell or SB.
Well, I met Shannon around like 2014, 15, somewhere in that area.
When you say you met him around 2014 or 2015, what does that mean for you in terms of how well you know him?
I know we built a great relationship.
And was that from the start? From the time that you met him to now, you all have had a great relationship, or is that something different?
You said could you repeat yourself?
Yes, I can. Did you all have that great relationship that you just described for the jury from the moment that you all met, or did it develop over time?
From the time that we met.
Okay. And do you all still have that same great relationship?
Well, I haven't talked to Shannon because he's been incarcerated.
Okay, hold up. Your Honor, we would move to strike that last portion.
Yeah, please disregard that. All right, give me just a second. Y'all didn't even get comfortable. I'll have to excuse y'all and see you back again in a few minutes.
Mr. Sledge, step outside.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. You know, catching a read on the brother man here.
Shannon because he's been incarcerated.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we got to look at this, brothers and sisters. This could be dangerous for various reasons if you're looking to get the brothers home. Well, what do you think, brothers and sisters? I'm going to just give you some things to think about, okay? First being, this brother took a plea, okay? Now let's walk this down for a moment. Not only did brother take a plea, but my understanding is that he took the type of plea where if he testifies today, or any other time that he testifies in this trial, but today, truthfully, quote unquote, to the state's satisfaction, then his plea deal basically gets stamped A-OK and he can move forward with a lighter sentence. But the terms of the sentence are not defined until he crosses the finish line with his testimony. Can you dig it? So in other words, he has the type of plea deal, and my understanding is he's the only one like this, where if it goes bad today, then his junk is all jacked up potentially. There have been people that say that he could be facing up to 30 years and crazy stuff like that if today goes bad. So he doesn't like have it clear, like with the deal with Professor Woody, right? You know, I mean, that was a different scenario, but we've seen other cats that had plea deals where just don't mess it up. You already know what it is. So they got to come and get you now. You already know what it is. You got to testify. Okay. This dude, the understanding is he doesn't even know how bad it can be, other than very, very bad if it goes bad today. Just put that on the side for a second. Put that to the side. There's something else happening though. Miss Love seemed to play along with the fact of how he slanted to the side like that and looking to the jury. And I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about that? if you're sitting over there and your name is Jeffrey Williams and this guy has told on you, allegedly, I don't know about you, but do you want this man to look at you? I mean, if you come into court with the cameras rolling and you've taken a plea, do I want you to look at me? I say, do I want you to look at me as you're about to do what you're about to do? Now, somehow, this brother man ain't got to look me in my eye. See, my freedom's on the line, man. And I understand that you got a little smoothness about you. I understand you got a little swag. I understand, you know, you chilling and she already got you with you didn't finish high school and all of that. I understand. I understand you might be facing a whole lot of years, some decades. I understand. But the fact that you ain't looking at me, the fact that you might be a little nervous, covering it up with a little bit of extra swag, your nervousness, you're covering up with some extra swag. Yeah, you might say some stuff. You might say some real stuff, huh? Yeah. I say you're not looking at me. You might say some real stuff. She already ran down. You know the cat's in the room. So I'm asking you, brothers and sisters, a man who needs to comply with the state, a man who allegedly knows the inner workings of the situation, a man who comes into court and doesn't look in our eyes. How dangerous is that man? It's almost like you can say it and move on with your life, huh? It's almost like you're shielded somehow. You're shielding yourself, maybe. Why are you hiding if you already know that what you're going to say is not going to be damaging? Why are you hiding? Look at me. You understand? Brothers and sisters, a man in this situation that doesn't look at you, can't look around the room, what does he know and what is he prepared to say? Allegedly. Don't look like he's standing on it. You know. Yeah, Michael Jordan's greatest basketball player ever. Yeah. Now what? He's not doing that, brothers and sisters. That's not what this man is doing so far. Who's the best basketball player ever? Well, you know, I kind of like Larry Bird, and yeah, you know, I kind of think Larry Bird. I say the boy ain't looking at you. brothers and sisters, potentially just off of the first few moments, okay? Just off of the first few moments in the scenario that we have right now, this dude could be 100 times more dangerous than Professor Woody.